Hello everyone, I'm Laura from Cherubs Chalks Interiors. Welcome to our channel. Today we want to show you our latest tutorial as we transform this vintage drinks cabinet. This cute little drinks cabinet had been sitting around for a while in my local furniture store. I finally decided it was time she came home with me. And now it's time to get rid of that old dark varnish and give her a brand new look. First up, we clean with white lightning. She needed quite a scrub, especially on the inside, and then I rinsed off with water. And now it's time to sand. I'm using a 120 grit with my electric sander, and I'm just going over the whole piece to create a good key for the paint to adhere to. Now I'll clean again using the same method with white lightning and then rinsing off with water. Just got to get rid of all that sanding dust. Now I've decided to change the hardware, so I'm just going to fill in the original handle holes using some Dixie mud. Now that everything is clean and dry, I'm going to apply 2 coats of Boss White using a premium chip brush. I'm planning to use some light colours on this piece, so I want to make sure that the wood can't bleed through to the paint finish. Boss will prime and seal the wood so that no bleed through will occur. I'm now going to mix up custom blue using some Blue Moon, Galaxy and Sea Spray. The ratio of the Blue Moon and Galaxy is half and half, and then I'm just using a couple of spoonfuls of Sea Spray to create some more texture. Now I've grabbed my best dang brush and I'm stippling on the blue. To better explain the technique that I'm using, I'm really loading the brush up with quite a lot of paint as I want a thick layer. I'm then positioning the brush directly against the surface and gently tapping it to create an uneven surface. Once the blue has dried, I'm going to go on with the next layer of colour. This is Prairie Dawn. As you can see, I'm using the same stippling technique to create yet more texture. Here's a little close-up so that you can see the texture and the technique even better. Can you see the variation of the paint, how some areas are raised and uneven and others aren't? This won't stay like this as we will be sanding the piece at the end, but to get a true rustic vibe we need it to look and feel quite rough at this stage. Now for the final coat, I'm going on with some Moonbeam. I wanted a real variation in the neutrals, so that's why I paired the Prairie Dawn and the Moonbeam together. I decided that I wanted to go with a rustic blend on the legs, so I'm using the blue again with some water and some natural bristle brushes to blend the blue up into the white. I'm just gradually adding more blue to the base of the leg so that I can blend that up slowly. I'm not looking for a perfect finish here, I really want it to have a rustic vibe, and I will be distressing shortly. Because I haven't sealed the terra yet, adding the water will reactivate the paint, and this will then help with the blending process. So, on to the next stage. I'm now going to add some decoupage paper to the panels on the door and the drawers. I start off by applying some clear coating satin to the panel. I then position the decoupage paper where I want it and then go over again with another coat of clear coat. So this is effectively sandwiching the decoupage paper between 2 coats of satin clear coat. The coat underneath basically glues the decoupage paper to the piece, and the coat on top of the decoupage paper protects and seals it. I then leave that overnight so that it's really properly dry, and then I'm going to come back with some sandpaper and just sand off the excess overhang. Personally, I find this way so much easier than cutting it to fit, but it's up to you, you can do it either way. Finally, I've grabbed some 120 grit sandpaper and I'm just going to roughly sand all over to reveal some of the layers and to smooth out any roughness. To get rid of all that sanding dust, I just grab a dust cloth and wipe it all over. Obviously, I don't want to add any water at this stage because I don't want to reactivate the paint. Now it's time to seal to protect all of that paint. Now, as this is a drinks cabinet, I'm using the Terra Tough because I want to make sure that it's really water resistant in case anybody spills any drinks. So now I've put her all back together, and here is the final piece, guys. Look at those blended legs, the distressed look, the decoupage paper, the whole thing, now it's all come together, is absolutely gorgeous. This cute little drinks cabinet sat around for so long in this furniture store. Clearly nobody had the vision to turn it into something else. I didn't even realise it could look this good. What do you think? I also painted the inside and added some decoupage paper to the drop down section, and now it's the perfect place to store all of your drinks. If you'd like to support us, we would love it if you could subscribe to our channel. If you'd like to see more of our work, you can find us on all of the social media platforms at Cherubs Chalks Interiors. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.